Are you finding this a little eerie, kind of unsettling? Why? It's just a candle flickering in the daylight. Nothing scary at all. This unsettling feeling in you, right now, is being generated, in large part, by sound. Horror movies often use familiar instruments that would be identifiable in normal songs, but process them to the point of becoming something else. The sounds are usually in the form of a deep rumble or a high-pitched squeal, immediately signaling danger. These high-pitched squeals are equivalent to those of animal calls, women screaming, and babies crying, which immediately trigger our fight-or-flight system. All of these noises were used in classic horror films. These sounds are often buried subtly under the rest of the score. Sounds can also be used to place the viewer within the film. Again, the goal is to trigger the fight or flight response. In Friday the 13th, the iconic is used throughout the film. This warns viewers that Jason is around the corner, and something bad is about to happen on screen. But it also gives the feeling that Jason is in the room with us. In fact, if you isolate Jason's vocals in the movie, you can hear a breathiness, and when combined with the surrounding score and visuals, we are taken to a creepy place. Horror movie music balances tension and revulsion to generate a feeling of unease in audiences, and this balance requires timing. Cue the revulsion too early and the audience doesn't have enough time to build suspense. String instruments are masters of suspense because they hold notes for an unusually long time, and layering strings on top of each other creates an unsettling effect, and you want audiences to remain unsettled and uncomfortable and keep turning up the discomfort until the crescendo hits and the revulsion takes over. Tritone notes are often played. These are some of the more unsettling notes in music because they have no resolution. To make them scarier, tritones are also known as the devil's interval. They trigger disheveled firing patterns in the auditory cortex, again creating an uneasy feeling, even when nothing quite scary is happening on screen. Another terrifying sound, a silent killer of sorts, is infrasound, a sound so low in frequency it cannot be heard, only felt. Infrasound exists at 19 Hz and below. Humans begin to hear sound at 20 Hz. Infrasound exists in nature from wind, earthquakes, and avalanches. Movies like Paranormal Activity are said to have used infrasound, even if the frequencies were too low to be heard. In essence, sound is what makes us become passive participants in horror movies, taking us from the comfort of our living rooms to the terror on screen.